The Reverend Jones was such a special vicar. He truly was a clerical success.
Oh, his sermons only last for 20 minutes.
And on occasions last for even less.
His politics were slightly right of centre.
We really need another Tony Blair.
He thought the Catholics just a bit misguided, but still would include Tony in a prayer. His views weren't too advanced for his parishioners. Most were sure he still believed in God. Dogs and children found him quite appealing. There wasn't much about him that was odd. And yet there was a little cloud, though no one said too much aloud. But Miss Hughes, who did the flowers,
I hang about the church for hours.
Would often sigh and shake her head.
I'd like to see the vicar wed. He'll be much calmer when he settles.
She murmured to some fallen petals. And then one Sunday morning it turned nasty. The vicar had been outed in the press.
He's been spotted in a wicked club in Soho.
When men are seen in makeup and a dress.
Then suddenly they all became quite thoughtful. And finally they all became quite wise.
Of course, I've always had suspicions. It really wasn't a surprise.
How often he will talk of Judy Garland. Her photograph is on his study wall.
Oh, Judy.
Now, Harry loves to mimic Betty Davis at parish meetings in the village hall.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
The rumours spread the whole day long and quite disrupted evensong, a sort of righteous indignation, and settled all the congregation. Mrs. Lloyd took no convincing.
I know, I've seen the vicar mincing.
And Mrs. Gwynn said how it miffed her.
Our vicar is a surplus lifter.
The vicar thought he ought to make a statement.
It's time I made the congregation think.
Out and proud, he made his declaration.
It's horrible. Can I say that?
It's pink.
And then, in church, he nearly caused a riot. Old Colonel Price turned puce at what he saw.
A fair-haired man, dressed head to foot in leather.
Not the sort of clothes a Christian wore.
Hello, I am friendly with the vicar. He calls me Dex, but you can call me Herman.
And then he blew 2 kisses at the pulpit, just as the vicar started on his sermon. The parish felt itself insulted.
The bishop has to be consulted.
The Reverend Jones has had his day.
He's gone too far, he cannot stay.
As for the vicar, he now knew exactly what he had to do.
I've seen the path to my salvation. I'll have a sex change operation.
The Reverend Jones was summoned by the bishop and nervously poured out his cri de coeur. His bishop listened with rapt attention.
And then I gravely said, I can't concur. Take my advice. Don't have that operation. Transvesticism's much the better bet. Women priests aren't liked in every parish, and you need all the help that you can get.
Oh, Your Grace, you've been an angel. I've been feeling miserable and moody.
Now, you silly boy, don't be so formal. When we're together, darling, call me Judy.